I just don't know what to say about that. And this is the post-game live right now, Instagram Live here at DraftKings Sportsbook at Foxwoods. And literally disgusted by that ending. And if you can hear me, give me the thumbs up, because it's a little bit loud right now. It's a little bit loud. Give me the thumbs up if you can hear me, and because I want to add everybody in here that wants to talk about that, because that was probably the most stupidest fucking play. That's like the Miami Miracle game again. But there was no reason to have into even. What are we doing into even that point? What are we doing to even throw it back? Just go down. Go down. What is everybody thinking? You claw and scrap your way back into that, man. This wasn't even overtime last second. Like, you could go into overtime. What the fuck happened? I'm sure you guys are frustrated. As long as you can hear me, we're good. You give that thumbs up. Otherwise, you guys vent, because that's bullshit.
Bro, what the fuck was that? That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. You literally could have just went down there and taken it to overtime. They shouldn't even run the risk of doing any lateral passes whatsoever. That was just, I can't even believe that was even in Meyer's mindset at that moment. Like, what?
That's worse than the Miami Miracle game. That is worse than a kickoff. Like, that is, you literally hand them the ball away. What are you doing? Ryan, what are you doing?
That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen as a Patriots fan. I don't know, man. That was just a nail in the coffin for this season, in my opinion. Just, it can't get any worse than that. Can't get any worse than that. Absolutely ridiculous.
Ryan, I appreciate it. I'm going to keep moving it on. At least we weren't in Vegas for that. I would just throw that right there. You see this? That sign. There's a sign, right?
What's going on, bro?
Right there. I have a sign right behind me. It says, "This is what the Patriots season's looking like right now, and it's time to exit over here."
Oh, bro.
What do you think? Instant reaction.
I mean, I feel bad for you. I mean, that was awful. That was a heads-up play. That was a nice play on defense, but unbelievable. You guys had it, man. I mean, you guys, man, that's got to be painful, man.
They're losing the rest of the games after that. You can't come back from that. You can't go into a locker room with a flight from Las Vegas going back into New England thinking you have any shot for the rest of the season. That's done, man. It sucks to say it. You can't lose that way. That is terrible. That's worse than Dallas throwing the pick six right there to end the game and Jacksonville winning. That is way worse than the Miami Miracle game.
Bro, he wasn't even open. Like, he wasn't even, like, there was no reason to even throw it in that direction. That was idiotic. I don't think Stevenson should have thrown it either. He began it, and, he just kind of, like, threw it out. I mean, Bill didn't want that. Bill's pissed, bro. Bill's pissed.
Season's done.
Yeah.
Fantasy Football Show. If you guys are still alive in fantasy right now, you follow him. Fantasy Football Show. I'm a guy who's, like, very positive about things. And I cannot be positive after this. I can't be positive talking about.
Yo, what's up, my brother from another mother?
Jorge, go ahead. Take us away.
Listen. So let me see. I'm gonna. Oh wait, should we play Matt Patricia for this game? I don't know. I mean, because he seems to be the scapegoat anyway. So we're just gonna blame Matt Patricia. Nah, man. First and foremost, I'm gonna say this: Matt Patricia actually called a good game. First half was all execution. Second half, defense had it going. Defense, got us going. Offense came up big, but we just had the major brain fart at the end. I mean, you got 1 minute left and you let them score. I mean, we all saw the game, so there's no reason to, relive it. But, I mean, and next week we got the Bengals, who just took Tom Brady out in the second half, scored 24 or 34 unanswered points in the second half. I mean, and listen, I've been saying it all week that the Raiders were going to implode. They were going to lose this game and help us win and get us to where we had to get to. But damn, dude, damn. I mean, that reminded me of the of that Dolphins game. Remember back in around Christmas time last year? I mean, a couple years ago.
The difference is, Jorge, they won the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, right? Yeah, that's the difference. I apologize. Hey, listen.
They're close to doing that.
No, we're not even. Listen, if we were a college team, we would barely make a bowl game right now. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, guys, just relax, okay? Take it from a 48-year-old that's followed the Patriots for over 40 years when we had bad years. It's okay. Listen, it's okay, all right? But it's just funny because we actually played a decent game today. You know, Babs, I mean, we did. And, you know, I mean, I was just joking with the whole thing about should we blame Matt Patricia for this? But no, we can't. You know, but let me ask you a question, though. Is Steve Belichick the new scapegoat?
Jorge, I'm gonna push you off real quick because we got people waiting.
I love you, man. Much love, man.
I love you. The scapegoat right now is what scapegoat can you do? Like that's the Patriots season. Everyone's to blame. Everybody's to blame at this point right now. It is Mac Jones. It is the coaching staff, and it's the players. You're poorly coached. You got to get it. If you want to blame a coach, it's got to be, why are you throwing it back like that, dude? Understand this. How fitting is it right now that it's this guy golfing and I have an extra sign behind me? Because this is very fitting. This is what we got to do. This is like just as bad as this is like worse than the Miami American game. 30 seconds per person. You come in, just vent your frustration. I'm gonna move this along. I might not even talk. Just keep going. All right. I'm giving as many people a chance to voice your frustration. Go ahead.
Babs, what's up, man? Listen, I know Mac Jones is a quarterback, but that was a sorry-ass tackle attempt right there on Chandler Jones. He could have done better. You know, I think how we win, have a good winning record next season, trade away all of our fucking picks for Lamar Jackson or something like that. Get a good QB. Defense is fine. Defense looks good. Mac Jones is a fucking excuse for a quarterback. That's what I think.
Hey, listen, I appreciate what you believe in. I'm a Pats homer, so I have to stick with hyping you guys up. But the next month is going to be very interesting for all of us combined. Because you're going to want something, they're going to want something, I'm going to want something, and we're going to talk about it. That's why you guys have to subscribe to Babs and the Mic on Apple and Spotify, because we're going to talk about this stuff going forward. And I'm going to have to do some of these Instagram lives. Again, quick take. You give me a take. Go. That's what we're doing.
Babs,
Go ahead.
man, I know I'm feeling the exact way Pats Nation is right now, and it's rough. Almost still shell shocked. I mean, I still got, the blood's boiling, but we did what we thought we were going to do up until that last play. That last play of the game, it's not on Mac Jones. That's not Mac Jones' fault. Anybody saying that's on Mac Jones, and even if he knew that Chandler Jones was going to be coming at him, he would have never tackled Chandler Jones. He's an animal. Ramondre Stevenson, I don't know what he was thinking, but Jacoby Myers, why would he throw that back? I don't know. Regardless, I still love Jacoby and Ramondre. They're two of my favorite players. We still have an opportunity. We can't give up.
Is Jacoby still concussed? Because this guy had no idea what the hell he's doing. What the hell?
That didn't make any sense. I mean, go out of bounds or just get down and let's go to overtime, We're so close. So close. And 32 seconds. We had 32 seconds. That's all we had to do. 32 seconds and it's OT. And I'm sitting there right now. I think Mac Jones is probably not going to throw it to Myers at the end of a game. I don't know. I think there's some sort of end of the game. I don't know, because Myers was clutch. He could have made some serious plays, but every time he had the opportunity, I don't know what's going on. That one play he made the good 39-yard catch. But and the 2-point conversion, we'll give him that. But there's been a couple times this year he's going to Mayers.
Listen, I got to cut you off. I said 30 seconds, and I know we can get into a lot of issues that are going on with the New England Patriots. And I understand that we can go this through, and we can talk this through. We got plenty of
Should I
time.
join? Oh my God!
This is
I'm
like
live.
the first
I'm
time
live.
coming because
Wow, I've seen a lot of Pats versus refs. Dude, give me a break. Give me a fucking break. Pats versus refs. Pats been getting the most calls in the past 20 fucking years that I've ever seen in my life. They get one bad call. It's Pats versus refs. Shut the fuck up. This is not the Tom Brady Patriots. This is a trash-ass Patriots team, okay? They're not good. They're not going to win the playoffs. Mac Jones did not make that fucking second-year jump like Trevor Lawrence did. He's a beast. Jalen Hurts, he's a fucking beast. Even Justin Fields, I'll take him over Mac Jones. Mac Jones is trash. He had like 60 yards in the first half. I mean, you're complaining like it's not Mac Jones' fault. It's not Mac Jones' fault. Shut up. It is Mac Jones' fault. Raiders' defense is trash. He could have scored a fucking touchdown against the Raiders' fucking defense in the first half. Trash.
for all those that are watching right now, this is
He's
like the
trash.
realest Raiders. This is the realest Raiders fan in the room.
Trash.
He is the realest Raiders fan in the room. And I believe, DJ, this is your first like Raiders victory over the Patriots that you've probably ever seen in your lifetime.
I've ever seen.
Right?
Oh, it wasn't Mac's fault. The refs screwed the Pats. Oh, fucking, I'm playing the world's smallest fucking violin for you fucking people. Oh my God. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Give me a break. Grow up. Bunch of fucking babies in here.
It's disappointing the Patriots lose to the Raiders. I've been saying the Raiders.
Baker Mayfield went 98 yards on this defense. 98. Baker Mayfield, 48 hours on the team. I was sitting there stressing. I was like, there's no way the Raiders are going to stop this offense. They're going to score in those 32 seconds. I've seen this fucking story a million times. Wow. That's bad. This team is on the fucking decline, dude.
Can we talk about for a real second?
Let's talk.
Derek Carr and his fourth quarter comeback, because that's like they came back.
Dude.
They tied the game up. Derek Carr gets no respect. Can you just talk a little bit about the Raiders and the Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr and that situation?
You want to talk about Derek Carr and versus this Pats defense? When's the last time Derek Carr threw 3 touchdowns in a game? Not once this year. Not once this year. You let washed-ass Derek Carr, who should be released, traded, go somewhere else, retire. 3 touchdowns. He hasn't done that all year. 3 touchdowns. Wow. It's over.
Was Cole's toe in or out?
They ruled it in.
Just like the tuck rule, right?
Was it a fumble, dude?
But
it's over. The dynasty is over. Josh Allen owns that division. Tyreek Hill is going to burn that Pats defense for the next 8 years. It's over. You're third place. The Jets are trash. We're not even talking about the trash. You're third place.
Dan, I like that you came in very hot, and I appreciate that, and I know the people watching appreciate that. Give me a final thought.
Dude, Raiders are 1 game out. 3 games left. They did it last year.
Belichick losing again.
McDaniels is trash.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Dan, you come with the heat. I appreciate that. You come with the reality. You're putting the reality on us right now. That's the realest Raiders fan you're going to see today. Go ahead. Billy.
For fuck's sake, I did not want to hear that guy. Fuck that guy.
He's the realest Raiders guy ever. Anytime that I have Raiders, if you listen to Babs on the Mic, the episode 5, I talked about it for 8 straight minutes. I said, this is why the Raiders would win. And some of those things end up happening. Go ahead.
I'm just like lost for words. Like that the last play, that catch that wasn't a catch for the touchdown. I'm just overwhelmed with like, you know what I mean? Like, why we didn't win this game. I thought we should have won this game. But all the cards were against us, and we were playing in Vegas, right? So things happen, man. Like, and it was really tough to watch. It was not fun. It was not a fun one to watch, brother.
Billy, I appreciate it. We're going to keep this moving because I apologize. I want to keep going. Adding slowly 30 seconds apiece, 30 seconds apiece. I want you to let your frustrations out as much as possible. And I know you guys will have a lot to say.
I am in shambles. I am in shambles. How can you do that? Like, in what world do you throw that football, Jacoby Myers? In what world? Like, obviously, he was out of bounds. Let's be honest. Like who was that who caught the ball? The touchdown for the Raiders? I think he was out of bounds. Doesn't even matter at this point. Doesn't even matter. It's you deserve to lose if you do such thing. Like, honestly, I'm in shambles, Babs. It's over. It's over. The season's done. It's out the window. Let's focus on the Bruins and the Celtics. We're out.
We'll see you at the Winter Classic, by the way. That'll be a different season because we'll be ready to go. We ain't going to be golfing. We'll be fucking playing hockey. I have the longest drive home tonight. A lot of people out there in Las Vegas have the longest flight home after tonight. I can't believe that, man. Keep adding. Let's go. Just keep adding. Rent it. We're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere until this drops under 100.
What's up, Babs? Bro, how undisciplined and, like, just our situational football is so, like, just shit, dude. Like, that's the type of fucking play that gets people to lose their fucking jobs. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, I'm just, like, yeah, we can say, like, that wasn't a touchdown, but, I mean, why are we even giving that up in the first place?
Tony, what does Robert Kraft think right now? What does Robert Kraft think right now? You're Robert Kraft. What do you think right now if you're Robert Kraft? You say it.
You got a fucking clean house. Like, you got a clean house.
Wow.
That is inexcusable. Like, that teaching that shit in Pop Warner. I mean, it is on Jacoby Myers. Why are you throwing it back? But why are you even running that play? I can see us running that play when you're down, and that's the last play you're supposed to do to try tying it. Dude, he had OT in the bag. And who's to say, like, we don't win? Like, if we lose an OT, that's a much better way to lose than the way we just did.
I agree, man. Tony, I'm gonna cut it off. If you just go to overtime and lose this game, like, this is the worst possible way to lose a game, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you this, I'd rather be blown out than lose a game like that. I would have rather lost this game 28-3 than fucking hand them the win. That's what bothers me the most. Because you had opportunity after opportunity, the ball kept coming your way. You had a chance to go to overtime and you handed them the ball, man. That's not Mac Jones' fault. For the people that say sit Mac Jones and Mac Jones, this is not Mac Jones' fault at all. There's more individuals and coaching staff that are at fault for this loss than Mac Jones. Do not blame Mac Jones. I'm sorry. You cannot do that, man. I'm going to give you 1 minute, Ara, that's coming up right now because I'm going to let you break down the entire game as much as possible. And go ahead when you come on.
The first thing that came to my mind was you never do razzle-dazzle football like that when you're tied. And I don't know if that was planned. I don't know if that was unintentional. I don't know if Ramondre started doing that out of the blue. But you never do that when you're tied. You never do that.
Stop. Razzle-dazzle football. Remember this, people. You cannot do that when it's the fourth quarter and it's the last play in the game. You're not down. You're tied. What are you doing with razzle-dazzle football in a tied football game and you're not down? Like, if you're down 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, you need the touchdown. That's when you do it. Why are they doing that? Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean, with the exception of that, I mean, outside of that, obviously you could mention the Keelan Cole touchdown, which I thought was very clearly not a touchdown. That second foot was clearly crossing across the white line, so I don't even think there's a debate on that. But outside of those two plays, I mean, I really think that this was the battle between which offense can shit the bed harder. And I guess it came out in the Patriots' favor. It was 17-3. I mentioned earlier that their
0-4. The Raiders are 0-4 when they have a 10-point-plus lead going into halftime. We knew that this was going to happen, but it turned out to be exactly the way that I thought it was going to be, not in that specific play, but which offense could shit the bed harder? I mean, you had 14-plus penalties on the Raiders going into that fourth quarter. I think that was the most by any team going into the fourth. It was a hand-me for the Pats to win this game in the later part of that fourth. I look at the offense, really, and I'm disgusted, personally.
I got to let you go. Mac Jones, how much blame does he get for this game? How much credit do you give him? And what kind of grade do you give him in this game?
If I give him something out of 10, I give him a 6 out of 10. I thought it wasn't a terrible game from him, but I did think there were a lot of opportunities where he missed. I mean, that drive where he led us down the field and, Ramondre punched it in, finding Myers down there was a great play by him, a great drive. But outside of that, there were a lot of misses from Mac. Definitely wasn't his strongest game, but I don't throw it all on him.
I appreciate that. Listen up. Anybody that's out there that does podcasting, anybody out there that is looking for somebody, you take him right now. He's the best person that comes on here and gives you facts. The way he talks, he knows his shit. I'll tell you that right now. He comes on here every fucking week. Every fucking time I do this, I push everybody out of the way. Say, you come right on. Take him.
Babs, how you doing?
I've been a little bit better.
Yeah. I don't blame Mac. I'm just saying, if that whole set of downs doesn't happen if the refs make the right call. Homeboy's foot was out. How do you take away Hunter's touchdown, but you give Homeboy that touchdown? There's been so many blown calls, and these refs can't find their head from their ass. It's frustrating.
But you didn't lose on that, and that's the thing. It's like, I understand the frustration of a touchdown, and it's 24-24, and you're going into overtime. You literally handed them the win. Like, that's the most frustrating part of it. I mean, it's just like the beginning of the game. Like, Mac Jones scored 2 touchdowns, man, in that second drive, and you only got 3 points, and how frustrating that is. And then Mac Jones sucked after that. We can blame little things, this and that, but it comes down to the last couple of plays, and it's that last play of just you handed him the ball off, man, and that's going to be haunting the New England Patriots for a long time.
All right. I just wonder, real quick, if the defense would have woke up for that one last 2 different drives, or not drives, for those 2 different passes, because they were going to pass the ball a couple more times if the refs take that touchdown back. What if they had enough in the tank, bro, to stop them? Then we get the ball back, situational football, we take them knees, and that's game. But they were gassed, and the refs gave it to them, and then all momentum just went out the window, brother. That's just my take. That's my take.
I agree. If you want to talk about the worst regular season L in 20 years, you can come right in, and I'll screenshot that for later. That's all. You don't want to talk about the Orlando Magic and Boston Celtics. That's fine. But it really is. It is like, if you rank this loss, I think GRD has a good point. If you rank this loss,
How's it going, Bab?
Hey, what's up? Go ahead. Give us.
So I really think it all comes down to the play calling. The timeouts on that first drive when Mac was about to score, and he scored those 2 touchdown drives because the fucking coaches called that first timeout right when Mac was about to score, and then they called it right when, the runs, the screen passes, and then that final play. Running on the final play when you're like 60 yards out, the design of that play is the coaches saying, hey, listen, we're like 60 yards out. It's the last play of the game. You're running the ball. You're going to play chutes and ladders this whole play. That's the thought process for the coaches. You don't run the ball when you're like 60 yards out and just be like, yeah, it's tied. We're just gonna run the clock out. No, dude, it's the freaking coaches that are calling that play. Patricia and his dumbass buddy Joe Judge were like, yeah, let's play chutes and ladders. You don't call a run play for the last play of the game unless you are in that mindset. The fucking coaches, you got a clean house. If I'm Kraft, I'm cleaning house.
I'm going to give you that one because I want to know where the players' thought process is in terms of, we were told to lateral it.
They had to have been.
You have a great point. Someone's getting the finger pointed at them Are the players going to point to the coaches, or the coaches going to point at the players? This is going to be a dividing factor for the Patriots.
It's got to be.
And what you just saw is like the breakup of this team, because you're now going to go home on a 6-hour flight, 5.5-hour flight back to New England tonight. And this team is going to be pointing fingers at blaming who did what. I mean, that is disgusting to see what happened there. Like, I can understand the Miami Miracle. Well, Belichick wanted to put Rob Gronkowski out there and got a little bit cute. You didn't think that was going to happen. You are literally telling players out there, lateral it, try to give us an extra chance. I want to see what ends up happening off it. We'll know more information when time comes. I'm going to give you a final thought.
I really think that all the dumbasses that are calling for Zappy to start and, oh, Mac's the problem, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't watch this team like you should. It's clearly the coaches. Like Mac showing his frustration on that first scoring drive when he threw it to Myers and it was called back because of the timeout. That is a clear embodiment of this entire season. That is what this entire season is about. Mac Jones comes from Alabama. When he was drafted, when Bob Kraft called him during the draft, he was like, yeah, you know, I heard you had a 4.0 GPA in college. We love smart quarterbacks like that. Mac is a smart guy. He's trusted with this dumbass coach calling the shots.
Thank you. Hey, listen, Harry, I appreciate you coming on. You brought some reality right there. One of the best people that have come on so far. You get like the instant upgrade when I see your name. This is what I like doing this right now. I want people to voice their opinions and voice their frustrations right now in the New England Patriots. And I like that you're not blaming Mac Jones. I'm a Jared Stidham guy, man. I support Jared Stidham. I know he's out there. He's watching this right now. I know that. But there's a difference between what Mac Jones has been trying to do and trying to put in, and then Bailey Zappi. I know people want to get on. We have plenty of time to do that. I'm not going anywhere. We'll be doing this soon. I might be doing that soon. Am I on mute?
How's it going, Babs?
Hey, what's up? Go ahead. Wait, I'm not talking to dark. I ain't talking to dark spaces. I don't do this. I need to see a face. I don't talk to faceless people. Put the light on. Listen, I like to live in darkness as well too. Go ahead.
Sorry. All right. So, yeah, that was a fucking disaster. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say.
You wanted to come on. This is your time to speak. Say whatever you want to say.
So I think coaching has definitely been an issue all season. You know, Patricia, he's an idiot. But when Ramondre was running with the ball and, you know, he broke a few tackles and got a few extra yards, I thought, all right, this is interesting. And then he gave it to Myers, and I didn't think that was a bad move, but I think Myers should, at that point when he was running backwards, you just either slid down or stepped out of bounds. I don't know what the hell he was doing, tossing it 20 yards across the field to Mac Jones because he was the only guy there.
So I'm gonna kind of piggyback on that and go on the last one and kind of say, like, was he going down and just kind of threw it last second and panicked, and that's what caused everything? Was he told to throw it? Like that? It's bad.
If I'm gonna blame someone, I think Myers made a bad decision. I think if Patricia would have called that, I think he would have tried to call it off of like a screen pass. I think that was meant to just be a designed run for him to just go down. I don't know, but I mean, obviously coaching has been an issue, and I think Kraft, as other people said before, they got a clean house. I keep Belichick, but I think Patricia and fucking Judge, they've been terrible.
When's Kraft gonna make a decision? Does he make a decision now, in terms of like tomorrow, or does he make
at the end of the season? At the end of the season.
So listen, I'm gonna give you three. There's 3 games left. What do you want to see in these last 3 games?
Well, I would like to see us at least win 2 of those games to have a shot at the playoffs. But you know, obviously after that kind of loss, like it's going to be tough to come back from that. I don't think playoffs is happening this season. Like, I mean, losing to them is one thing, but losing in that way, I mean, that's like the worst loss arguably the franchise has ever had, at least recently. I mean, I'm young, but like, from everything that I've seen with the team, from Miami Miracle, 4th and 2, the Giants Super Bowls, whatever. That's at the top.
Yeah. Listen, Kevin, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you showing your face, by the way, too. That's an upgrade right there for Babs. And I want to kind of piggyback off of that and say the worst loss in Patriots franchise history over the last 20 years, at the top of my head, you can say Miami Miracle, right? Patriots won the Super Bowl that year. Patriots lost to the Steelers in Pittsburgh, right? Patriots won the Super Bowl that year. You could probably say, if I want to be a real Pats fan here, and I want to talk about losses that I've seen, because listen, I'm young and dumb. I've been born to greatness. The Patriots lost to Ravens when they were down 21-0 to Ray Rice. That was a loss. Mark Sanchez and the New York Jets coming into your house. That was a very tough loss. And then this one as well. And I think this has to be like the worst regular season loss I've ever seen, because there's been bad regular season losses for the New England Patriots, but that New England Patriots team that lost, like, they went somewhere. This team ain't going anywhere. I'm sorry. And you know what? I will, I'll hype you up. I'll hype you guys up when I find out what the path to the playoffs are. But we'll see. All right, I'm gonna add a couple more people. I gotta wrap this up over here because I have to get the Babs in the mic episode.
Dude.
Go ahead.
Dude, how do you feel about Mac Jones, dude?
Well, I gotta meat ride him because
No,
he's the
you
starting
don't.
quarterback.
You don't gotta
I
meet right
have
him.
to.
No, you
I
don't.
got to.
He's so bad. You don't have to.
Okay, listen. I won't do it if the Patriots go and get Lamar Jackson.
Why don't?
If the Patriots go and sign
Why don't?
actual, if Bailey Zappi ain't it, bro.
Bro,
And you're
none
stuck
of the
with Mac Jones,
quarterbacks are. Why didn't we trade up for
you're
Fields?
stuck.
Because Fields is it, bro. We should have traded up
Yeah,
in
you
the
ain't
draft
getting
for Fields.
You're
No,
not
but I'm
getting
saying we
Fields at
should have
this
traded
point.
up in the draft.
But you're not getting that now. So what do you
Well,
do
we
right
need to
now?
get
We're not
something.
getting
Maybe
Tom
we
Brady.
get rid of Mac
You're
and
not
get
getting
a
Tom
higher
Brady.
pick.
You're not getting Tom Brady back.
Bro,
Tom Brady's washed. Did you not see what he just
Fuck
did
Brady.
in Cincinnati?
Who's talking about Brady?
Everyone's talking about Brady out there.
I didn't say
Man. I'm
nothing
not
about
saying that
Brady.
you're
I
talking
didn't
about.
say about
I'm not
Brady.
saying you. It's the people that are watching this right now talk about this.
Oh, well, who's Brady? Like, come on, dude.
Okay, what do you want other than you can't do anything with Fields?
What do I want?
Fields is stuck with Chicago.
I want an offensive coordinator that can have a decent playbook and score some fucking touchdowns.
Bill O'Brien.
I want a team that doesn't rely on their defense to score every game. I want a quarterback who doesn't. I don't want a quarterback that's fat to run around like he's fucking Lamar.
Listen, are you writing this all down because you can still visit Santa this week?
I want a receiving core that's not awful. I want Jacoby Myers off the team. I want Aguilar to be. I think we just need an absolute stutter receiver, and then everything will be all right.
Aguilar sucks, bro. That was so stupid getting him. He sucks.
We just need just an absolute stud at receiver to put at the X or the Y, because Ramondre is good, Harris is good. That's a good 1-2 punch.
But what
I know
receiver are you going out and getting? You have to trade for somebody at this point.
We could trade, but what's our cap room over the offseason? I don't really know about our cap space at all.
You're asking too many questions.
Huh?
I don't know. You're asking too many questions. There's too much that goes into this. First of all, you started off right. Get an offensive coordinator. That's number one. Who do you want as an offensive coordinator? Do you know who you want as an offensive coordinator?
Bill O'Brien. Maybe McDaniels gets fired from Vegas. We'll take him back.
He just beat the Patriots. He getting fired. He just saved his job.
Yeah, it's true.
Frank Reich.
I think Bill O'Brien would be great, but I don't think he's leaving Alabama.
Hey, what do you think about DeAndre Hopkins?
I love Hopkins. He's on my fantasy team. He's a stud. Drafted in every league. Huh?
What did he do this week? I wasn't watching anything.
He didn't do anything today, really. Cole McCoy sucks. He didn't have a quarterback.
Jack, give me a final thought.
My final thought is that we need a stutter receiver, a new offensive coordinator, and a quarterback that can win during the big games. You know what I mean?
So the franchise.
Our receiving core sucks. Who's John Gittins one? Our receiving core sucks. We have Aguilar, Jacoby Myers, Hunter fucking Henry. He sucks. Who else sucks?
Jonnu Smith?
Jonnu Smith sucks. He's actually not bad. Taekwondo
Yeah,
Jordan sucks. Our receiving core sucks, dude. Our running backs, they're the only reason we do good on offense, and our defense is the only reason we can win a game. And if a Patriots fan doesn't believe that, it's because they're stubborn. You're either old, you're stubborn, or you're just a diehard fan. And I respect being a diehard, but if you're stubborn about
you did good. I'm sorry, Jack. I gotta move on. I know I got other people that have been waiting to get on, and I'm really sorry, but you named like 5 different things the Patriots actually have to figure out, and it's gonna be a long time. All right, what's up?
So, two things. The season's over. Not because we can't beat Cincinnati, but we're not
That's another one. Yeah.
we're not recovering from this. You don't lose a game like that and then recover and beat a good team. And the team is just bad. Like, I think we are not really seeing the fact. Like, the team just isn't really that good. Like, Mac is not playing good. Like,
Yo,
he was
bro, do you
horrible.
got lice or something? Like, you touch your hair a lot and, like, you're itching it. I just want to know, like, you okay? Like, you
Oh
can
yeah,
use
I'm
Head
good.
and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders helps out. I used to use it a lot. It stops the itching and the dandruff.
You know, I'm good. I'm just itching after that loss. That shit got me mad. No, but I mean, I don't know. That was just a dumb play, and like, I don't think you can like hype yourself up for a game after losing that way. But yeah, how are you doing though? How's life?
I'm going to be doing this soon. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Golf.
Jamie, dude, I had you on. Jamie, I had you on to get all excited. I got you. I had you on to get all excited, man. I think I'm
Babs,
adding you
I'm
back. I
back.
think I just
I'm
added you
back.
back. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Babs, listen, man. We need an OC. After listening to everybody, I mean, I'm just going to get straight to it. Bill O'Brien, if we get Bill O'Brien, he honestly could make Mac Jones probably significantly better. It will look similar to McDaniel's system, though. You know, it's going to be similar to what we've already seen, maybe a little bit different, some RPOs in there, but we need a real OC and one receiver. I really, truly believe if we get one good receiver with that 50 mil next year, that could change our whole offensive, our whole offense. Nelson Aguilar, you're right. We aren't re-signing him. He's done. He's done for the season. He's made too many mistakes. He had one good game where we all were like, oh, my God, he made a touchdown. He had over 100 yards. We're all like, yeah. He's never even came close to that again. Jacoby Myers, everybody stop hating on Mayers. I know tonight he fucked up. I said that earlier, but I love Mayers, and that boy puts his heart on the field. He's like an Edelman, but he can't do everything on his own. When Edelman wasn't on the team, who'd we have? Gronkowski, Amendola. He had a squad, and they were always dependable. When he couldn't lift, Amendola was catching touchdowns. Gronk was always there, and if he wasn't, somebody else was. Right now, who do we have? Mayers doesn't have Henry. At least last year, Henry was catching touchdowns. He had what, 8 touchdowns last year? He has what this year? 1 touchdown or something? Maybe 2. Jonnu has 0. I mean, we're not doing anything. Last year, we had McDaniels, which is why we had some sort of offensive coordination. Right now, you can tell they've said it on the commentary multiple times. We know it. It does look like a defensive coordinator's running the offense. Too many screen plays. I mean, we're throwing behind the line. If there's a statistic about how many times we threw behind the line of scrimmage this year, we're probably number 1 in the NFL. I mean, I don't understand it, but we've all seen it. So we need a new offensive coordinator and one receiver. We don't really need that much. Hunter Henry can be dependable, but he can't be the only guy. And we've already tried the 2 tight end thing multiple times. We've never gotten back to it ever since we had Hernandez. We've never been able to do that. We've always had that, Gronk's been there, but we don't. Oh, fuck.
I don't know what happened at the end right there, but that's like you just feeling it out. I'm gonna add one more because I do have to get going. I have to tally up here and get out of here, and that's what we're gonna be doing right now. Yeah, add one more person.
Babs! I'm pissed, dude! I'm pissed. I'm pissed. You know, in the words of Edelman, you gotta believe, right? You gotta believe. You gotta believe, right? There's zeros on the clock. Zeros on the clock. You can't tell me that all the players didn't know that there are zeros on the clock. I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't understand what happened. I'm not gonna play. All right.
I don't know if you guys are listening or not, but like Jake, you are right here. Jake, you are right here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jake, dude. The Wi-Fi, the connection just did not work. I felt like that was gonna be something right there. All right, I gotta get one more. End it, please. It's your potato phone. Come on. Yeah, his mic could be broken. He's like, I know you're good. Hear one word every sentence. Wireless. Hey, definitely from Ohio. Who wants in? Last one. Last one. One more. One more, dude. Okay. I gotta, come on, dude. We're getting towards the very end here. This is what I do to end it, then. Sometimes gotta call it back. That's fine.
I got my little one. Can you hear me?
Jorge, go ahead. End it for us.
All right. Hey, guys, keep the faith, okay? It's okay. We have games like this. We got 3 more games left. We're going to push through, and whatever happens, happens. If we get to the playoffs, awesome. If we don't, then we're golfing, enjoying our the winter time, and then we can enjoy our Celtics and Bruins, right, in college basketball. That's what we got to do. But I'm going to tell you something, Babs. We're going to have a fun offseason, man. Talking each week, going behind the scenes, trying to see what's going on. I already got my connection I'm talking to and asking him for advice and see what he says. Oh, I got something for you. Ready for this? Are you ready for this?
All right.
Even though they like each other, there is a little situation between Mr. Kraft and Mr. Belichick. So Belichick ain't getting fired, but the seat might be getting warm, folks, okay? So that's my take there. But don't worry about it, guys. We've had lean years. We've had a great run. This is how you start a new one. That's all. That's it. Just keep the faith, baby. I'm not saying maybe it's not this year, obviously, but we could do it. We just got to make a little tweaks, man. And listen, you know I'm like the Felger of the crew, brother. You know that. So it's what it is in chicken grease, man. You know, enjoy Christmas, enjoy the holidays, and enjoy the new year, man. And hug your kids, man. Hug your kids. You know, that's what it's about.